Townsend. She's currently DC's Teacher of the Year and is one of the 4 finalists to be National Teacher of the Year. Congratulations. She's a Democrat from Hyattsville, Maryland. Yasmin?
Senator, there's been a recent movement to minimize or erase the identities, experiences, and histories of diverse individuals and communities. Given these efforts, what specific legislative measures, reforms, and actions can we as educators advocate for to promote the inclusion of diverse perspectives and histories within academic curriculum?
Look, I happen to believe that if we are going to do what we have to do, we have to understand history. We have to understand how we got to where we are today. I believe that very strongly. And there are some aspects of American history that we should be enormously proud of. There are some aspects, like in every other country on earth, we should not be proud of. But to try to push slavery or racism or homophobia or sexism under the rug and say they never happened is a disservice to the kids of this country. All right, if we go forward, we've got to know our own history, our strengths, our weaknesses. So, again, I think you have the right. I want educators in this country to be able to educate our kids about all aspects of American society, not just the positive aspects.
Some of the specific examples are quite remarkable. The National Park Service, the Pentagon, at times have scrubbed their websites of references to Harriet Tubman, Jackie Robinson, the Tuskegee Airmen. At one point, the DOD took down pictures of the Enola Gay because it had the word gay in it.
Yes. I mean, can you imagine how crazy that is? Enola Gay was the plane that dropped the A-bomb. And the word gay was there. They erased it.
Some of these moves have been reversed, but President Trump's also now going after the Smithsonian, accusing them of, quote, divisive race-centered ideology. Do you think the administration is trying to whitewash American history?
Of course they are. I mean, that's what I just mentioned right now. Look, to be a strong nation, we have to be a well-educated nation. And to be a well-educated nation, we have to face the truth. And the truth is, as much as Americans, we should be extraordinarily proud of. You know, when I give speeches, I should have studied this harder when I was in the 6th grade. But you got people back in the 1790s who wrote a Constitution. You know what? That was an extraordinary document for the 1790s. Talk about separation of powers, which Trump is trying to do away with. So there's so much in our history that we can be proud of. But like every other country, Anderson, there's a lot in our history that we should not be proud of, that we should learn from. You know, slavery and racism and sexism and homophobia. All right, that's nothing to be proud of. But we learn from those things. We overcome them. So do I think what he is trying to do is to say, oh, all things were wonderful, we're always the greatest country on earth? Yeah, that's the kind of direction he's going.